Hi guys, I'm going to do a screen recording where I'm going to show you how you're going to use Khan Academy to help you productively struggle and figure out new content. So some of you have a tendency to do things like get stuck on one problem and not want to move forward because you're worried about getting it wrong and you don't want to have to go back and redo stuff. Or you kind of rush through and do a lot of guessing but don't keep your work organized. And really, this video is about how to use it the best you possibly could. So let's say you come across this problem here and you've seen something similar to it, but maybe you are just now coming across these types of problems that are just like this, and you're trying to apply some of that previous knowledge from similar problems to this new type of problem. The first thing you want to do is make sure you have somewhere where you can write down your information. Now I'm going to write on the screen, but ideally what you would do is you would have a piece of paper where starting in the upper left hand corner you are carefully writing down all of your information because you want to be able to go back and look and see what you did so that you can make changes and learn from your errors. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read this question, and I'm sure I'm going to mess this name up, but I'll try my best. Tapua raked 5% more leaves than Adam raked. Tapua raked 357 liters of leaves. How many liters of leaves did Adam rake? So the first thing I might think about is I might say, Tapua raked 5% more. So maybe in Tapua will rake 357 liters of leaves. So, okay, let me say Tapua is 5% more. So that must be 5% plus the original 100%. So Tapua raked 105% of what Adam raked. Okay, and I know Tapua raked 357 liters of leaves. So this 105% of what Adam raked, that equals 357% of the leaves. Then I might, I'm not sure where to go from here. So I'm thinking that this usually means multiply, and maybe I don't know what Adam rakes, so I could put a variable. But what am I going to do? Well, maybe I'll set this up like an equation. Maybe I'll say 357 equals 105 times A. And I know to get A on its own, I want to divide by 357. So I'm going to say 357 divided by 105, and I'm being very messy because I'm not continuing down words as I have no room, but on a piece of paper that is what you would do. 105 can't come out of 3, can't come out of 35, can come out of 357 three times, but that's the end of my number, so I need to put a decimal there, and 3 times 105 is 315, and then 357 minus 315 is 42. I'm going to annex x0 and bring it down. 105 can cut off 420 4 times, so that would be minus 420. Oh, so he must be able to do this 3 and 4 tenths liters. Let me put my Alright, so I'm going to put my answer in 3 and 4 tenths liters. I'm going to press enter. Well, you can't see it over here, but down in this corner over here, it says not quite yet. Try again. So I go, oh no, what did I do? Now, am I going to freak out, say I can't figure this out? Am I going to just spend all of my time trying to figure it out? I might take a moment. I might say, what did I do? Well, I can look at the fact that if Tapple will rate 357 liters and she only ranked 5%. That's really small. Like if I got a 5% on a test, I'd be freaked out. All right, so that means that he's got to rake a lot more than 3 and 4/10 liters. What did I do wrong? Well, maybe I just put my decimal in the wrong place. Maybe it should be 34. Let's see. Let's see what that gives us. Oh, nope, not again. So I'm going to go to stuck. Now on my paper, I would keep all these notes and I'd be able to look back, but for now, I'm going to clear it so that it's not being a distraction to you guys as we look at the hint. And then it's going to make me come out of the pen to be able to click on it. There we go. Now I could look at the video. And actually, that's what I would recommend first, looking at the video and seeing if you could figure out the problem. But I'm not going to make you watch a video inside of another video. We're going to jump right to the hint. Okay. So, well, I knew this part. 100% of the leaf plus 5% is 105. Oh, do you see what we did wrong? We left it as a percent. So we did everything right for this problem, but we left it at a percent. We did not turn it into a fraction or a decimal. I just set it up as 105. But if you look right here, it's 1 5/10 A. So let's see, because we already used the hint, you can see if you get the right answer and you could enter it in, or you could go ahead and check the next part of the hint and see if you could figure it out. That's why they break the hints up, to give you a chance to say, okay, I got the first part, let me see if I can figure out from here. Well, I'm just going to go along and see if what we did matches what they did. And it does. The only difference is, again, we use 105 times A because we didn't change our percent into a fraction or a decimal. And let's keep going. Otherwise, everything's looking the same here. We divided by 1 5/10, divided by 1 5/10, and it was 340. Now, I think this is the answer. I wonder why there's got another hint. Let's see what's going on. Oh, it's just really clarifying in case you didn't get it before that the answer is 340. So before we move on, we're going to type that in. We're going to press enter, give us that little ring, told us we got it, and we can move on to the next question. Some of the problems can be really confusing. There can be multiple steps, and if you get distracted, it's really easy to miss a step. Maybe you don't combine some things at the end. Maybe you don't change something from a percent to a fraction. But my main point is write everything down. Watch the videos if you don't understand it. Ask someone who you feel like knows the concept. Use the hints and carefully read through the hints and try to rewrite those problems down. And as you read each part of the hint, see if you can figure out what comes next before bringing that hint back up. And don't spend forever on one problem. Try it out and then move on, because you can come back and you can redo this problem set. And you're not going to want to do that if you spent half an hour on one problem. So this was your video explaining how I want you to use Khan Academy. So those of you who have already got this and mastered this concept, awesome job. And those of you who are still struggling with this concept of sort of teaching yourself self-regulation, productive struggle, I hope that this helped, because as you get older, more and more of what you're going to be expected to do is start teaching yourself how to solve problems.